Hey, what's up? All set
Hi.
for tomorrow?
Yeah, almost done.
Okay, great. Whoa, this is a lot of food for just three of us. What are you planning to feed our neighbors also?
Yeah, I was actually planning to send some lunch for them.
What? Are you out of your mind? Why are you sending food for them? Like, what have they done for us? Why are you being so nice to them?
Not that they've done nothing for us. They helped us out so much, particularly last year when we were down with COVID.
Right. Okay, fine.
Small way of giving it back to them.
Yeah, right. Okay, anyways, your call. Do whatever. I've had a really long day at work and I just want to take a shower and hit the bed. You get done with all of this and join whenever. But yeah, you don't need my help with anything, do you?
I'm just going through my checklist for tomorrow if everything is set. So yeah, I'm.
So I take it. No, alright, bye.
Bye. Good night. He actually left. Zero efforts from him.
Oh my god, what is that noise? Where is that noise coming from? Ah, could possibly be from downstairs. Is it? Oh my god. Why can't I just have one day to myself? Oh. Oh god. Sharon? Sharon? Where is she? Correctly when I need her only. What is all this noise that is happening? Hey, what's the water?
Hi, So how are you? Hey, Sharon. Namaskar to come. Namaskar to come. Hi guys.
Sharon, what are all these people doing here?
Why are you shouting so much? They'll hear us.
I'm shouting because I want them to hear only.
Okay, we'll go up and talk.
Why can't we?
Why do you have to shout so much now?
Okay, fine. Alright. Not shouting. Now tell me what they're doing here.
It's Thanksgiving today, and what is Thanksgiving? It was just three of us. So I thought we can have some people over and yeah.
So you call them.
Yeah.
Why would you call them? I just thought of having Thanksgiving in a quiet and peaceful way with just the three of us, and then you go ahead and call them and ruin everything. Why didn't you tell me anything about this?
I wanted to make a surprise for you, Rohan. I thought you'll be very happy to meet Uncle Suman and your childhood friend Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
After so
Uncle Sam.
long?
Why would I want to meet them? Like, Emmanuel, seriously? That guy, he's such a good for nothing fellow. Like, he doesn't have a job, no sense of ambition, nothing. He hasn't achieved anything in his life. Why would I want to spend time with him? He's such a disappointment. Such a waste of space. And then Jeswin and Timmy. Seriously, those office fellows. Just when I thought I could get one day without seeing their stupid faces, you go ahead and call them. They're so sloppy and incompetent. I've never seen people worse than them. Like, even at work, they go out, they have their fun, then they pile up their work, and then I have to sit and do everything for them. And, I don't even know why you would call them. And then uncle, don't even get me started on that guy. He's one of the nosiest people on the planet. And he gives his unwarranted opinion just about everywhere. Like, whenever it's not even needed. And, he's quite literally one of the most unpleasant people to share a room with.
Uncle, I also felt the same
Yeah,
about
see?
him. He's like that only. And all seriylappa.
Like, why are you here? Who called you here?
Summa I thought of joining the conversation.
You
It's
go.
going very interestingly, ma. The chicken piece.
Sabi, just go get it.
Summa only. Bye.
So what was I saying? That idiot came and ruined my flow. Those guys. Just as if that wasn't enough, you called pastor and the doctor also.
Wait. Calm down. There's no need for you to react so much. It's just okay. All these people you've just mentioned, they've helped you at some point in life and they've also made a difference in your life. I don't even know if you acknowledge it. For example, Emmanuel, your childhood friend, do you remember telling me long back how much he's helped you during school when you were bullied, when you were struggling with studies, all these things? He was just there throughout, and that's only a small part of what he's ever done for you throughout your teenage years and all that. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it big in life, but that doesn't make him any less of a person, right? You went up the ladder, you failed to help him. You were weren't able to help him with your busy life. But so, is it that you can't be there for him now? And Uncle Suman, I know he's not a very easy person to deal with, and we've had issues with him in the past. But do you remember how much he's done for you? He was the one who got you into that reputed company, and that's why you've got this job. I'm not saying you wouldn't have got it yourself, but he really recommended. He went out of the way to do these things for you, right? And he's always wished good for us. He was very interfering. He wanted to know a lot of things about our life, but he's always wished good for us also.
Okay, I mean, I admit that, but it's still.
And your office colleagues, Jeswin and Timmy, I know that they give you a lot of pain, and finally at the end of the month you end up doing their work and all these things, and whatever they do outside office and all those things. But you remember the time when you were about to lose your job because someone framed you for something that you didn't do, and these two guys went out of the way to convince your boss, to talk to your boss about these things, and that's why you retained the job. And if not for them, probably you wouldn't have this job. And this is your dream job. You love what you're doing, bro. And they've been there for you, and they really respect you and value you in office. Look, bro, no one here is perfect. You, me, them, none of us. You just go down, ask them. They'll have things against us, but that doesn't make us bad people or that they are good or any other way around. It's just that we choose to see past it and appreciate what people actually are. Many a times before we judge them, we don't think what we've done, or it may be a response to what we've done, or that they're just having a bad day. We just don't see all these things before we write them off. So this Thanksgiving, I really hope you see past all this and appreciate the little things that people have done for you, and you also value them. And that's how relationships grow and bloom.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Not saying no, but it's tough for me to just overlook everything, in one day over just such a short span of time. So, I mean, I could try to be normal today. I mean, I really don't know how that's gonna work, but yeah, I could try. I don't know.
I know it's difficult for you, but I really wish you put in some effort to see the good in people, at least whoever's here today. Yeah?
Yeah, I could think about it. Yeah, I could think about it. Meanwhile, you go and help them out with whatever they want, and I'm sure you have a lot of things to do too. So. Yeah, you go and do that. I'll join you.
So you'll come down?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll see you down.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I just wanted to say a few words to you guys today. And this is not probably something I thought I'd be saying to y'all, but I really am pretty thankful and grateful to all of y'all for coming here today. We often tend to, overlook the good in people, and we tend to focus more on their flaws, which is something that I have been guilty of doing. And Thanksgiving is one such occasion where you really reflect and you learn to be grateful for the small things or for the people that are in your life. And I'm really thankful for all of you guys for being in my life and for contributing. I'm sure you guys know how much you've done for me, and I did not appreciate that until I was reminded. So I would like to thank Sharon for reminding me about the true meaning of Thanksgiving. So thank you all for being here and for reminding me and giving this occasion good meaning. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Let's
Yep. Let's have some food.